Right, welcome back everybody. Today it's a long awaited video. You all keep asking for it, the Piaggio NRG. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be putting the front forks back in and getting the front wheel on. I'm not going to bother painting the wheels. They'll do with a clean up. It's, as I say, it's not a full restoration job. It was just a matter of tightening it up, getting it looking good, and we've given it a full service. So let's get these front forks on. Right there, so I'm going to bring the forks in and just come down here. So I'm just going to put a bit of grease just on the bearings. Grease that up. I did just clean this up because it was full of hard grease from obviously where it's just old stuff up there. Don't forget just to pack your bearings with grease. Push it in. There we go. Right, so let me just drop that back on the shaft there. Give me old hands a wipe up. Right, so we'll get the forks up. So I'm just going to tip. What way does that want to be? Around there or around there? There we go. Right, so like that, there we go. That's alright, so just let that drop a minute. Again, I'm just going to quickly pack this little bearing up here. And just put a smidge around there. Right, so we'll stick that on there like that. That's it. Self a clear off. Get our spacers and nut ready. And hopefully there we go. So that feels alright at that. Just put a bit more grease around them bearings. There we go, lovely. So you've got your washer there, and then you've got your lock nut just up there. So we'll come down the front now. And we'll get this front wheel in. Right then, so we've got the front wheel. I've got the drive. That fits on there lovely then. Right then, so here we go. I'll just move that speeder out for the time being. I don't know how much you're going to see here. Right, if we can lower the wheel down. Take that off a minute, the drive. Take the drive spindle off. Get that in there like that. You probably can't see much from this side at the minute, so you have to bear with me. Right, how are we on there? Right, just get my little mallet. Right, so where do we want to be there? There we go. Wonderful. We can get that nut done up. But now, hopefully, get off of there. There. So she's back on all wheels now. Well, I say all wheels, there's only two. Let me just get my socket. Is it 17? No, that'll be at 19. 1 minute. And we'll just get this nipped up. Right, let me just make sure this side ain't turning. And it is now, so we'll have to get an Allen bolt in there. Right, so I think we're about there with that. Yep. So we just have to stick a socket in the end of that. Right then. So as you can see, the front wheel's now bolted up. Just got the caliper to put on. Pads look good. I've just noticed, look, we've got a broken stud there, so I'm going to have to get that out. See if we can get that in this video, hopefully. And that just mounts back up there. So the caliper, the brake pads look really good in that. This looks to be in the right condition. Got to do the pinch screw up on there. I've got the mud guard just up here, so that'll be going. That sits back on them little pegs there. That sits just in them pegs like that, and that'll be on there like that. And we'll be able to put the handlebars back on. I'll nip this lock nut up there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a quick little play at this, see if I can just heat this casing up here and hopefully get a pair of grips on there and turn that out. So let me just go in the log cabin and have a go at that. Right, I can't take it in the log cabin because I didn't want to disconnect the brake pipes, because then I have to all bleed all the systems and all that. So what I've done is I've just stuck the caliper back in one bracket to hold it for me, and what I'm going to do is just give it a bit of heat. I've had it soaking in a bit of WD, so I'm going to heat it up. Bear in mind, keep an eye on your tyre and your other stuff around you. Your brake pipes, don't want them getting hot. Alright, so we'll see how that's looking. And just get yourself a set of grips on it. Alright, these ain't the best grips, to be fair. A bit worn these are. Right, there is a little bit of play on that screw now. So that's all you need to see. A bit of heat. Here we go, look. So let's put a bit of squirt on there now. You get a bit of smoke here. Don't worry about that. There we go, look. See, there's always a way. Just technique. And just keep working it, winding it back in and out. Very dry them threads. These mould grips ain't the best, as I say, they're starting to slip off. But we've had a good turn on that. I'll just reheat. So I think we'll just get a bit more heat on that. But we're getting there. At least we've got it moving, that's the main thing. Here we go. There we go. So I'm just going to keep working this. I won't make you sit and watch this. As you can see, we've got it loose now, so I'll keep working it and I'll come back to you once we've got it out. Right then, I ain't going to lie to you, that has took me about 45 minutes to get that out. That was well and truly seized in there. It's took a lot of heat and a lot of penetrating fluid. It's getting about not even quarter of a turn, working it back and forward, spraying it, getting some lubrication in there, working it again, getting a bit more heat on it. It was a bloody nightmare that. So yeah, about 45 minutes has gone now, and once I first started that and I see it started turning, I thought we was in for a bit of a treat then. So I have to take this off now. You've got to be careful because that caliper is red hot still. So we're just going to grab that by that a minute to take the weight of that. Oh no, that's gone. Right then, so should really let that cool down a bit, but it's getting a bit late on in the day now. Been a lot of messing about with this bloody bike, so just get that over there. I will have to order a second bolt for this carrier, for the top one there that I've just worked out. Because I don't think I've got any of these ones in spare. So just keep that lined up. And I'll just nip this one up. There we go. So finally that caliper is back on. What a nightmare. Whew. It took 3 sets of bloody grips because the teeth on them are a bit knackered. So yeah, that is just give me 45 minutes of hassle. Let's come and put these handlebars back on. Get these. That's me a speedo thing, I don't need that yet, that's got to be connected up. So we'll just take this, let's take that bolt out. So, mind all your cables. So we'll sit that back up there. Yeah, we'll have to take that bolt out because it's got to sit in that little groove there. You've got to put the bars on. It's like a safety feature basically, so the bars don't lift off. So they should just get them on level. Just get my tapping stick. Here it is, it's already here, look. Make sure that's fully home. Which it is. We'll stick our bolt in. Lovely. And I'll say that'll probably be a 17mm again. Need to hold back on that. Lovely. Whee! That's FT. Right, so as you can see, we've got the wheel back on. I've just got to order a new caliper bolt for there. We're done up there. Just got to do the pinch bolt up, connect the speedo drive, which is just trying to hold this. I'll do it all one-handed, like the tripod. Let me just put you down a minute, get this started. Right, so as you can see, I couldn't do it one-handed, so the speedo drive is back on. I've rerouted the cable back up here where it needs to be, so we can plug it back into the clocks. We've got all the indicator cables here. That brake switch has just come off there. So yeah, as I say, we've got indicator switches here, and these are for the clocks. Everything's back on where it needs to be. We did paint that exhaust a few months ago now. We did put a bit of heat wrap on there. So yeah, basically the whole bike is a rolling chassis now. It just needs the fairings back on, and it should be good to go again, really. And it will be getting put up for sale then. Whether if I put an MOT on it, I don't know yet. I might just get it done and out it. So I think I'm going to leave it here for this little video. It's only a short one, this one. It's got a bit late on in the day. I wanted to get it a bit further with this today, but things try us. I had to get some broken bolts out of the front forks where we had a couple broken when we took the mud guard off. They're a common thing for snapping, they are. So I had 4 of them to do. And then obviously when I come back in here, I didn't realise that one was in the caliper as well. So I've had 5 bolts there to sort out. And the last one, to be fair, that was a bloody nightmare. So moving forward with this now, I need to get the blue paint ordered. Once we've got that ordered, we can get them fairings painted, and then we're pretty much on the home run there. Once they're painted and lacquered, we'll get them put back on, and there will be this bike wrapped up. If you do want to check my playlist on this bike, we did actually give this bike a new belt and a full service, so it's ready to go, this one, once it's got its panels back on. I'll say I'm not sure if I'll stick an MOT on it yet. We'll have to wait and see. Let's just play it by ear, eh? Anyway, I'm going to leave it here for this little one, and until next time, we'll see you about.